What is up, YouTube, my fellow peeps, and your greenhouse people that happen to show up here? If you've been around for a while, you know I built a 12 by 24 greenhouse. Done it myself, been all the pipes, done everything. That was about 4 years ago. Well, in the past 4 years, there's been some changes, mainly to the ground. I used a really bad, cheap, like weed barrier, landscape fabric, or whatever you want to call it. Then I put a bunch of gravel on top of it. Well, over time, the weeds have came through. So we're going to fix that today, but I want to show you what it looks like in here. Now look at that. The weeds came through, took over everything. But like I said, we're going to remedy this today and make it look like a greenhouse again. I sprayed all these weeds with Roundup. We don't plant anything into the ground. You can see there's my Roundup spray. Got a few little things to get out of here and do some floor cleanup. And I'll show you what we're going to do. Well, I can explain it. So basically what we're doing is we've got the Dewitt Sunbelt landscape weed barrier, probably a weed barrier. We're going to put that down in here. It's really thick, really good stuff. And we should never have any more problems with weeds. But a lot of people say it's difficult to cut because it'll fray and stuff like that. Well, I think I have a solution on a way to cut it. So when I get ready to cut it, I'll show you guys that. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, here is the landscape barrier. See, it's kind of thick. They recommend a heat knife, but I found a better way. Soldering iron. Check this out. Considering a heat knife is $45 to $100, $15 soldering iron will do the job just fine. There you go. Cut and melted back together. No more fray. Well, I am back. I've been working out here for about an hour and made some progress. Let me show you what this looks like now. Check this out. Huge difference. This weed barrier should last a long time. It'll definitely keep the weeds coming out of it because it's thick stuff, it's good stuff. Shouldn't let any weeds grow in, but it'll let water down. I still got to get some of those. I got the little U-shaped pins that hold this stuff down. I ordered those. They're not here yet, but look at that. We've reclaimed the greenhouse from the weeds. Now let me show you what I done here to attach this stuff. You see these? They're little nails with this little plastic ring around it, and they're used in roofing when you lay tar paper down. And after I built my building, I had a bunch of them left, so I thought, hey, this would be a perfect time to use those. But I still gotta go in here and trim up the edges, and I'm not worried about it being, you know, perfect or anything like that. But this looks 100 times better than it did. Still got to clean up these ends down here. It'll be okay. So as you can see, it has made a huge difference. That just looks so much better. Why I didn't do that when I built this greenhouse, I have no idea. Learn from my mistakes. That's why I put this stuff on the channel. Anybody runs across it, wants to build a greenhouse, the pros and cons. Weeds was a con. I didn't do it the right way the first time, and you saw what it looked like. But this is what we got now, guys. Now all I gotta do is move some stuff in here. I've got some plants. I'm gonna build me like a raised bed of sorts in here. I'm gonna start out with my 2 pepper plants, and she's got some stuff she wants to put in here, flowers and whatnot. It's getting late in the year. It's already May, but next year the greenhouse will be back and ready to go. Plan on building a second over here just for tomatoes. It won't be quite this big. This is a 12 by 24. Plenty of room. Easy to build. Built it myself. Didn't follow any plans or designs or anything. But that's it. I'm out of here. Peace, guys.